Who do you guys think deserves Offensive Rookie of the Year this season? Bo Nix and Jayden Daniels have been fantastic. I mean, Jayden Daniels has the fifth best QBR in the league. He has a 21 total touchdowns to 6 interceptions. Bo Nix has been playing lights out the last month and a half. He also has 21 total touchdowns, 17 through the air, 4 on the ground. He's completing 63.8% of his passes. I personally, as good as what these two quarterbacks have been, don't believe that either one deserves to win Rookie of the Year. I wouldn't give Rookie of the Year to Jayden Daniels or Bo Nix. I would give it to Brock Bowers. And a lot of people have been overlooking just how fantastic of a season Brock Bowers has been having because he plays on the Las Vegas Raiders, who are irrelevant because they're tanking for the first pick in next year's draft. But you look at Brock Bowers' numbers, he leads the league in receptions with 84. He's fourth in receiving yards with 884. He has 4 touchdowns, and he has 113 targets, which makes him the fourth most targeted tight end receiver in the league. What Brock Bowers is doing for a rookie tight end is something that we've never seen before. One of the hardest positions to play in your first year in the National Football League is tight end because it's a complex position. Compared to playing defensive end, wide receiver, there's a lot that you have to do to play at this high of a level as what Brock Bowers is right now. Tight ends, not only do they have to know how to pass block and run block, but they need to know the entire route tree as a receiver, their own positional route tree. There's just a lot that goes into becoming a good tight end. And for Brock Bowers to already be this good as a rookie is a sign that the Raiders got one of the biggest steals in the NFL draft. This was one of the best players coming out of the 2024 NFL draft. The fact that the Raiders were able to get him where they did was a huge steal on their behalf. And as good as what Jayden Daniels and Bo Nix are, Offensive Rookie of the Year isn't a quarterback-driven award, and it shouldn't be. Same thing with the MVP and Offensive Player of the Year award. These awards deserve to go to the best player. And Brock Bowers, for his position, has been the best tight end in the NFL this year. He has better numbers than Travis Kelce and George Kittle and any of the other best tight ends. For a guy to come in and dominate on a team this bad, do any of y'all even know who the Raiders quarterback is? It's Aiden O'Connell. Not only has Brock Bowers been going off with Aiden O'Connell, but he was going off for Gardner Minshew and whoever else they've been throwing back there at quarterback. He's been the only reliable weapon that the Raiders have had on offense this year. And he's been the only bright spot for what's been a dark season for Raiders Nation. You know, Brock Bowers deserves to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's on pace to have 1,200 receiving yards, over 100 receptions. These are insane statistics to see out of a first-year tight end. Do you guys not know how hard it is to transition from college to pro, playing the tight end position? There is so much that you have to learn. And for most quarterbacks, yeah, they can come on right out the gate because there's more you can do to help make the transition easier. But for a lot of tight ends, they normally don't play at the level that Brock Bowers is right now until their third or fourth seasons. Because it takes a while to learn the nuances of playing tight end in the NFL. Brock Bowers, you know, I had a homie, my guy Juice, who came to me a few days ago and he said, JT, Bo Nix and Jayden Daniels are not the Rookie of the Year. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Yes, they are. Who's better than them? He said Brock Bowers. And at first, I disagreed with him. I was like, nah, bro, like quarterback just means more. But when I thought about it, I was like, you know, there is a fair argument to be made for Brock Bowers winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. This is not an award that should just be given to whoever is the best quarterback. Although the quarterback position is the most important when it comes to determining the wins and the losses, what Brock Bowers is doing is something that we've never seen a rookie tight end do before. He is top 5 in every statistical category but touchdowns, and he's not even a receiver. He's a tight end putting up wide receiver 1 numbers. Could you imagine how good Brock Bowers would be right now if he had an actual quarterback? He may be leading the NFL receiving yards right now. He's doing this on the most irrelevant team in the NFL, and I think that's the big reason why so many of us have kind of overlooked how good this guy has been. And it didn't take me until somebody that I played in one of my fantasy leagues just blowing me out with Brock Bowers scoring like 30, 40 points on me to realize how good he's been this year. Because let's be honest, nobody is watching the Raiders play. Nobody is really paying attention to what he's doing. So it's fair for him to be overlooked for Jayden Daniels and Bo Nix, who both have their teams and prime position to make it to the postseason. And they've also had really stellar rookie campaigns. But Brock Bowers, what he is doing right now is unprecedented. Number 1 in receptions, 4th in receiving yards. He's 4th in targets. You got to give Brock Bowers Offensive Rookie of the Year if he continues this level of play up for the last couple of games of the season. He's been the only bright spot on the Raiders this year outside of Max Crosby.